A beautiful 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom, over 2,200 square foot. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, today's house is just amazing. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom, 2,202 square foot on a 40 by 120 lot with all-in price of $349,000 to about $400,000. The price difference is dependent upon if you have a lot that's a corner lot or you have a lot in a lake, because this community has a lake or has a huge lake, which is the 9th largest lake called Lake Griffin. And you can basically have a lot and a private dock in this community. It's a beautiful house. So the first thing you're going to notice is that you have this really nice two-car garage right behind, but you have this really nice pad. You can easily fit in 2 cars over here. What I love about the house is that you see those sidings right over there. So it's really nice decorative sidings that you see. And then as we go around here, you kind of have a little bit of a patio up front. And I really love when you have a house, something like that, where, you know, I would have preferred a little bit bigger, but this is really nice. And depending upon your HOA, you can actually screen this area up, like you can screen right here and this, so it makes it an even more private entrance. So let's go inside and check this beautiful model out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful house. Now, if this is your first time, please press the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and show us some love, because we bring you 8+ models all throughout Central Florida, Tampa Bay, and Orlando and Ocala areas. And today I am in Leesburg showcasing this beautiful 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom, 2,202 square foot home. The price ranges from anywhere from $349,000 to $400,000. And guess what, guys? If you are that first-time home buyer, you can actually book this house for $1,000. Now, that is something that I haven't heard for a very long time. So if you've been thinking about, you don't have a lot of money there and you just want to book the house, and then probably by the time you close you will have the money, then that is something to look into. And if you are not sure about which part of town to move to or live in, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. That's where I go into the communities. We talk about school, hospital, shopping, dining, everything that there is to know so that you can make a decision. So this is a 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom home where all your bedrooms and bathrooms are upstairs. However, your half a bathroom is downstairs, and it has a really nice flow. Now, every time I do the builder model, they're always decorated. There's a lot of bells and whistles to it. This is how you get it. So everything that you see is what you get. So there's not a lot of upgrades, and if there is any, I'm going to let you know, but most of the things are included. And guys, there is no CDD, and your HOA is just only $100 a month. And as I mentioned, there's no CDD. They have a tot lot area and also a boat ramp. So if you are into boating and all kind of water sports, then you actually have the ramp within your community that you can just go down and do things. And it's the 9th largest lake in Florida called Lake Griffin. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to do that, because it's just amazing. It's a beautiful area and it is pretty hot today. So as I walk in, you're going to notice that this is your standard door. This is included in the price. You have this beautiful tiles up front. Now, there is an option if you build from scratch that you can actually have tiles everywhere. So if it's an inventory home, and guys, let me tell you, if you are thinking about buying a home, you cannot go wrong with an inventory home unless you really want to build a spec home, because right now with the rates, and the rates are what the rates are, the builder is giving you a 5.99 rate buy down. And this is not a 2-1 buy down. This is a whole 30-year buy down. And they're giving you $10,000 on top of it for your closing costs, and you can book it for $1,000. I'm like, remember the time when the builder was asking 10, 20, or even 30% down, and there was line out the road? I'm like, the market is definitely shifting, and I say this all the time, guys. The question you really need to ask yourself is this the right time for you? Can you afford the payments, and can you afford the price? Because as people are thinking the market is going to crash, I just don't see that, because we are so underbuilt. Take it or leave it. That's just my thoughts on it. So as I go over here, you also have this little space, like I would say probably like a coat closet or something for like 2 or 3 days that it gets cold. And don't you love the weather right now? I'm like, it's a little hot, but it's really good. So I'm going to take you upstairs to show you your secondary and your primary bedrooms in a minute. But as I walk in, look at this. You have really nice kitchen island over there, but look at all the space. Now guys, if you are going to build a house from scratch, make sure to check out my video on the do's and don'ts of building a brand new home, because right there I talk about things where you should spend the money on and things where you shouldn't spend the money on. The one thing that I would definitely say with this builder, they have some extra lights. I would have preferred a little bit more, but I just love, like, look how much natural light is coming. Now the lot size is 40 by 120, so it's more of a longer home than a wider home, but you do have a decent amount of yard space, and depending upon where your property is, you may or may not be able to build a small pool. So that is something to keep in mind. But what I love about this house is that you have all the wet areas tiled. You have this really nice big window panel right there. You have another window panel right over here. And often when I'm doing my video, I always run into these things. At least I saw this one, but it had happened to me before. But look at that. You have these really nice tiles, and then you have the granite over here with a 60, I think it's a 50-50 sink over here. You have your gray color cabinets with the crown molding, 36 inches. Now you can do an upgrade if you are going to get a brand new home and you're going to build the home from scratch. But guys, we keep a tab of inventory home, and right now I have, like, remember when I was doing my videos just about a year ago and I was talking about all the crazy stuff that the builders were doing? Well, now it's the other way around with all the crazy stuff that they're doing in terms of buy downs, in terms of incentives, and in terms of things to make it more affordable. So that is something, because guys, when the rates changes, all the people that are sitting on the fence are going to jump, and then guess what? We're going to be back in that, merry-go-round where, there are more people trying to buy, so the builder will raise the price and probably won't give you. My suggestion, and I'm not giving you this suggestion just for the sake of it. I'm giving you the suggestion because I personally did that. I personally built a home and I closed on it. And I know that when the market changes and if the rates go down, I can always refinance, but I've already gained $70,000 in equity for the house that I built. So that's just my suggestion for whatever it's worth. So just keep those things in mind, because there's just so much wrong information out there. I am boots on the ground and I see every day what one builder is willing to do. I know of a builder that will buy your rate down in fives, like 5.5, 4.75, 5.25, and it costs them a lot of money. So what I love about this is that you have a lot of space right over here. I love the beautiful handles, and then you have the microwave and the range, which is actually included. One thing that I would have loved it if it would have vented outside. Now it may not be a big thing for you, but where I come from, we use a lot of spices, and sometimes the smell kind of lingers in the house. So it's nice if it vents outside, but that is an option that you can definitely do if you're building from the dirt. So that is something. Now it's taking anywhere from, the builder says 8 to 10 months, but from my experience, I would probably say 10 to 12 months. So that is just my take on it, because I have seen it firsthand, because it can take a little bit of a longer time. And then as I go over here, you have your half a bathroom. It's a really nice size. It's not too big, but it's not too small either. You know how you have seen some of the homes, and I always say this, guys, the square footage doesn't really matter as much as the flow of the house matters. The flow of the house really has to make sense. And then right across from it, you also have the pantry. So it has a good size pantry. It's not very big, but it's a pretty decent size. I'm going to take you to your 2-car garage because I want to point a couple of things in the garage. So when I come in the garage, this is a concrete block house. So you have the block on the first floor, and then it's frame on the second. But the other thing that I want to point out is that you have this thing. Now with some builders, they will have the landscape system in the garage, and with some builders, they will have the landscape system outside the garage. So that is something to keep in mind. Last but not the least, you can see over here, you have your water heater over here, and it's kind of raised. With some builders, they will have it on the floor, and they will have some sort of like a tub or something to kind of catch the water, but this one they have it raised up. And the good thing is that it's behind this wall. With some builders, I have seen that they have like a little big pole so that when you drive, you don't kind of drive into it. but the covered lanai also is a part within the price point that I was telling you. And I say this all the time, guys, the flow of the house has to work. It just has to make sense for you and your family. And yes, the glass door is included. It's not an upgrade. That is the way they have it. And then let me go ahead and take you over here. And then this is your covered lanai area, which you can always screen it. And then the 40 by 120 lot will kind of take you all the way till here. And you can always fence that later on if the HOA allows for it, which I do believe that it does, as some of the homes already have that. Now they do have some inventory homes, and depending upon, since we're getting into the last quarter, it really depends upon, you know, when you are looking to buy, because some of the builders have the financial year end towards the last, and sometimes you can really get a really good deal. Now these banisters is a standard feature with the builder. With some of the builders, you're going to have to pay extra, but these banisters are the standard feature. And if you've been thinking about retiring, between 349 to 400, getting a really nice house over 2,000 square foot is really good, keeping in mind what had happened in our markets, because it has completely kind of exploded. So let's go upstairs and check the rest of this beautiful house out. So as I come upstairs, you have the 8-foot ceiling, and look at the baseboard, guys. This is the standard feature with the builder. I've usually seen 3 1x4. This one is a little bit bigger than that. You have one of the secondary bedroom over here, and I try to stand in the corner to kind of give you a good idea of how deep the bedroom is, or how big the bedroom is, to kind of give you an idea. I would have definitely preferred to have more light, but definitely something that I would recommend on a master bedroom. You also have a closet, and it's kind of nice that you have a door to the closet rather than one of those sliding doors or the split doors, but that's just a matter of personal choice. And then as I come outside, you have another bedroom. Now I have 2 small kids, and as they grow old and as they kind of want their own place, this would be a really nice, good starter home that you can have their own bedrooms right next to each other. So which is kind of really nice. You have this really big window bringing in a good amount of light, and then you have your standard closet. It's not that big, but it's pretty comfortable in regards to the square footage of the house. And then as I go across is where I'm going to find, now guys, I have somebody special here today with me who's going to be joining us later on. I want to introduce you to her because she's one of the newer agent partner that's coming on the team. But before I do that, let me go ahead and show you the other bathroom over here. So this is your secondary bathroom. And this is not tile, this is actually plexi, and you have the shower tub combination over here, and then you have the plexi over there, and then you get the granite, the tile. It's kind of the same thing that kind of goes through. And then right adjacent to it is your laundry. And look at the size of this laundry, guys. It's not big enough to have like a wash station, but it's pretty comfortable in that regards. You have your washer, dryer, like you have your washer over here, you have your dryer, and then I'm not a fan of this, but like you can always add the cabinets later on. So that is something to keep in mind. And then as I go over here, you have this space right here. Like look at the amount of space. So this could be like a little down station, maybe like a, I don't know, maybe you can make this into like a little office area, or just like a sitting area, whatever you want. It's a really nice house in terms of the flow, in terms of what you could do with it in regards to your family and your family situation. And then right over here is your 3rd bedroom. And it's pretty much, the bedrooms are very much alike. They're pretty similar. Now, please keep in mind, the 1st floor is concrete block. The 2nd floor is frame. Now, with some builders, especially in the Central Florida, Orlando, Windermere, Winter Garden, I'm kind of seeing a change, which personally I do not like it that much, because they're building the whole frame houses and they're pretty expensive. I am comfortable, like where I come from, we build homes in terms of concrete and block and everything, and they have the block on the 1st floor, 2nd floor is frame, but they're just building the whole house as a frame house. I personally am not a big fan of it, but you have another closet, and I love that all of those, they have these nice doors with this nice panels, as you could see. And then around it over here is your master bedroom, and look at this, and hallelujah, they finally listened. I've been saying this for so long. For a master bedroom as big as this is, it's nice that you have those extra lights. I say this all the time, guys, because this is Florida. It's nice, beautiful, sunny, but the next minute it might be just pouring like no other day tomorrow and dark and all that kind of stuff. So that is just something that I love. So it's a very good size. And then right over here is your closet. Now this whole closet, everybody knows how I feel about the closet, but pretty good size. It's more like rectangular than square, but a good amount of size. Not a big fan, but I would definitely recommend going to a place like IKEA closet, or just having Closet by Design, having them come in and at least change some of the closet space, because you can put a lot more when you kind of just go and buy those panels. It will kind of, because those racks, they just fill up very soon, and then you have so much space. What do you do? Like things are kind of put on top of each other rather than organized in shelves and everything. Then right over here is your master bathroom, and look at this. So you have a tub over here, and then you have the frame walk-in shower. Nothing very exciting, but a really nice shower over here with the plexiglass, as you see over here. Now, when you build your house from scratch, there is an option to change a couple of things, so you can probably do a walk-in shower. But then what I love about this over here, you see how deep these are, and then you have the 2 wash stations with the granite. It's really nice, same color cabinet. And then of course, the most important thing, your bathroom or the water closet is what I learned. Now I want you to meet my newest team member. Her name is Carolyn Maldonado. Come on in, Carolyn. How are you?
Saludos. I'm doing great, thanks.
So I have Carolyn with me, and I am super excited for her to join the team, and she's going to be the co-host at Orlando Home Show in Espanol, because you all know my Spanish is still poquito, and Anna does a fantastic job, and she's been doing such an amazing job. And thank you guys for giving us a call to help you. But I'm super glad to have Carolyn on the team to be able to help, and her Spanish is not poquito. See?
Hola amigos, I have a lot of Spanish. So if you need any help, I will be glad to take that call. I'm super excited to join Dee and his channels and being a part of hosting Orlando Home Show in Espanol. I'm extremely excited to bring you new homes and new constructions, new models every week. In particular to this home, Dee, I live like 20 minutes from here, so I know a lot about the location. It is an excellent location, but most importantly, you have a lake view. Or you can also have a lake front. And this is Lake Griffin, one of the biggest lakes in Florida. So if you like that Florida style living, I definitely would not pass this. And precisely because this is new construction. It's so difficult to find new construction on a lake, so please don't miss this opportunity.
Well, thank you. Well, she definitely knows a lot about the area, and she'll be able to assist you. So please make sure to give us a call. And what a great house, and the price.
The price for a lakefront or a lake view between $350 or $400. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that if you are looking for, if you're not sure about where to live, make sure to check out our other channel, and make sure to check out Orlando Home Show in Espanol, run by Carolyn and Anna. They do a fantastic job. And now that I'm TikToking and Instagramming, make sure to check us out over there. Until the next model show, thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.